The bracha of Hoda'ah concludes with the bracha Hatov Shimcha L'cha Na'eh Lehodos, that blessed are you, God, the good is your name, U'lecha Na'eh Lehodos, and to you it is fitting to give thanks. What does it mean it is fitting to give thanks to God? The Gemara in Bava Kama explains that one should not throw a rock into a well which he drew water from that saved his life. For what reason? For the reason of Hakaras Hatov, of recognizing the good that that water, that well did for that person. We find a similar notion of being makir tov, of thanking, of showing expressions of gratitude to inanimate objects. We learned that already from Moshe Rabbeinu, who wouldn't strike the sand by the makos and had Aaron do it instead because of the Hakaras Hatov, that it saved his life a number of years earlier after the episode where he killed another individual. And so Moshe Rabbeinu, out of Hakaras Hatov, Rashi explains, had Aaron do the act of hitting the ground instead of himself. There's also a famous story with Rav Gustman, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, who himself insisted on watering the plants rather than his Talmidim or others because of the fact that when he was going through the Holocaust, the plants saved his life, gave him a place to hide, and therefore for the rest of his life, he insisted not to have someone else water the plants, but that he was going to do the same. And so we find this concept throughout history, throughout the Torah, of being makir tov to inanimate objects. Rav Dessler draws a lesson about Hakaras Hatov from such episodes, because Hakaras Hatov is not about thanking the one who inconvenienced themselves for you. It's not about what the other person did and fulfilling their need of giving them appreciation. But Hakaras Hatov is about our own midos, is about our own sensitivity and understanding of giving thanks to that object which I benefited from. And therefore, it doesn't matter if that object is a human being or an inanimate object, because even though the well did not inconvenience itself, even though the ground did not inconvenience itself to Moshe Rabbeinu, and even though the plants had no personal benefit or displeasure by being a source of shelter for Rav Gustman, nonetheless, all of those subjects, all of those individuals who received that good from that inanimate object swelled up, enjoyed, benefited from that, and therefore, as their own midos needed to be makir tov, needed to show that appreciation. And so it is with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. God does not need our appreciation. God doesn't even inconvenience himself by creating us or giving us all of our needs or all of our wants that we receive. It's not about what Hashem needs, it's about us. It's about our own midos and our own recognition of the role of Hakaras Hatov, the own recognition of, despite the fact that this was quote unquote easy for God, as is everything, despite that, it behooves us to be makir tov, because it's not about what God gets from our Hakaras Hatov. It is about our appreciation, our commitment, and our investment in that relationship. And that's what it means, U'lecha Na'eh Lehodos. It is fitting to give thanks to you, not because you, God, need our thanks, but it is fitting for us to give that thanks and appreciation to you, because it is about what we need by giving that Hakaras Hatov. Have a great day.